watched Dave Chappelle's latest special, Unstoppable. And it was a very eye-opening special. Obviously, he spoke about a lot of things, a lot of humor. You know, he was joking about a lot of stuff. At the same time, also he was also saying a lot of stuff. You know, things that are not said, but you know, if you really understood who he is and the current situation the world is in, then you would understand what he's talking about. So all in all, it was an amazing performance. Now, I'm gonna show you my favorite joke, you know, my favorite joke of the entire show. Let's watch it together.
Y'all never been in the Middle East. Here's some wild shit about them you might not know. You know how everybody got like a dog around here? Out there, they don't fuck with dogs. You know what they do? They got birds, falcons, nigga. These niggas have, as pets, they have falcons. Couldn't believe it. I went to the mall. I saw these niggas with falcons, and that shit is dope. And, you know, here in D.C., we might see like a pimp here or there, and that's... But I've never seen a nigga pimp a bird. That nigga just had the bird like, you bring me a rabbit, and that motherfucking bird just bring this nigga a rabbit. And he just give the bird a piece and eat the rest himself. So I saw a guy at the mall with one of these falcons. We were just talking about bullshit. And I don't know why I even thought to do this. Something just came over me. I said, nigga, let me borrow that falcon. He did it. He gave me the mitten and he gave me the falcon. Now, I've done a lot of fly shit in my life, but the most rock star shit I've ever done, you never know what this feels like. I walked into an arena this size, 20,000 people screaming. I had a live falcon on my arm. Niggas went crazy. Crowd was going nuts. This is the national bird. I don't know shit about the bird. Turns out, this species of falcon that was on my arm is the single fastest creature on Earth. I didn't know that. Apparently, when it hunts, it flies straight up, and then it dives down at 240 miles an hour. They've clocked it at. It strikes its prey dead, and then it flies and comes back and gets whatever it killed. I didn't know that. And when I was walking through the arena, the crowd was screaming, but the falcon didn't panic because it had some kind of mask. And then they were just looking like, but it didn't trip. Now, I didn't know this mask is part of the falcon's training. If you take the mask off the falcon, it will think that it's time to hunt. Boy told me that. Because I was on stage killing it, and the falcon was just looking all stupid like this. And I'm like, oh man, this nigga can't even see the show. So I took the mask off. Man, this falcon lost his goddamn mind. Mayhem ensued. That motherfucker fluttered like this and flew off my arm. And at first everybody was clapping, yeah. And that nigga dove down 240 miles an hour. Killed a bitch in the third row. And it was a transgender bitch when her dick popped out. Everybody screamed. I was like, oh shit. I didn't know what to do. Next thing I know, the Arab police came, and these niggas just ushered me on stage. I didn't realize that I was under arrest. I said, what's the meaning of this? Well, clearly, these guys know it was an accident. And next thing I know, they charged me with murder. And I said, murder? This was an accident. And then they had me in the court, and these niggas started reading transcripts of all my transgender jokes. Trying to act like I killed this bitch on purpose. I said, I didn't even know this bitch was trans till her dick popped out. It's the goddamn outrage. I'm an American. I still didn't think I was going to get in trouble. In the case, this is the only word in the whole trial I understood. The nigga said, guilty. I said, what? And my whole life flashed before my eyes. I said, I wish I never came out here. You're probably wondering how I'm here tonight. Well, I didn't know this at the time, but I found out, lucky for me, killing a transgender in the Middle East, misdemeanor.
The punchline at the end was just off the chain. Man, this guy has some amazing imagination, and if you really understood who he is and what kind of person he is, I've been watching his comedy like for a very long time. Like I know him like way back in the days. I heard about him like from people I know back in the days, like how when he was like in the Chappelle show and stuff like that. Yeah, he's amazing. He's been through a lot, and he's just he's a trailblazer, and yeah, that was an amazing, very yes, an outstanding performance. Of course, you don't have to agree with everything he says, but you have to admire his craft. You have to admire like how he does his thing, like, and there's a lot of truth to what he says. Like it's humor, but underneath it as well, there's a lot of message to it. It's just top notch. Yeah, he's my favorite comedian nowadays. My all-time favorite comedian is Eddie Murphy. Obviously, I love Eddie Murphy, but this guy is just he's just something else. He might even be better than like when it comes to comedy, he's even better than Murphy. But obviously, like for sentimental reasons, I like Eddie Murphy's comedy a lot. Like especially like the raw and delirious and stuff like that. And even like Eddie Murphy, like even when you look at him, like even like when he's telling normal stories, he's a funny dude. He's just naturally funny. But this guy is just he's doing something else, and I don't know why. I would be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he ever became a president, for real. Like we see Donald Trump being the president, like we've seen like the Bushes and stuff like that, and like even like sometimes they might seem bad on the outside. You don't know what's going on the inside. But this guy is like someone God has favored. Yeah. Kudos to this revert brother. I'm sure he's been through a lot. A lot of us might relate. Peace, now.